All right, I'm gonna kind of keep this short and sweet today. I know it's the first video I'm posting on here, but if I didn't have my funded futures account expiring, I probably wouldn't have traded today. Mainly just because, from my view, the best setup that for my strategy was in pre-market, where we swept these lows, this liquidity at around 7 8ish. We swept this liquidity and we started moving up. We inversed this bearish for value gap, moved up more, had another inverse at I would really not call this an inverse. This is really the inverse right here at 8:45, and drew into this bearish, higher time frame bearish for value gap. These three candles. But right here is probably your safest entry, although you are approaching these highs. But my idea basically was that we have pre New York Open, we have this just steady downward movement. And last Friday, we had a lot of chop, I remember, and we created these highs and these equal highs. And on the 1 minute, there's even more equal highs. So I was anticipating a green open, sweep liquidity, inverse for value gap, green open to kind of push up here to these highs. But I don't enter in pre, and I don't like to, if I do enter in pre, it's after high impact news. And I do not like to have a position open no matter what on open. But since I was gambling today on my MyFunded Futures account and I wasn't going to touch the important accounts, my live or my Apex accounts, I decided to enter on open today. I recorded, but the footage got corrupted. Long story short, I blew that account. Even though my bias was correct, I kind of just bought, sold. Was trying to get, I think I needed to make like $4,000 in 4 days or some shit, so not really worried about that account. I'm more worried about the new Apex accounts that I got. But I'll just play through this. On open, we did have this push up, and I did enter on open. And I think I was up like 2,400 at one point, but I just didn't sell because I wanted to let it run. And I was worried that the account would get blown if it went, too far down. So I ended up exiting out of it. Kind of a stupid move to make, but is what it is. If I were to be the type of person that entered in pre, what I would have done is entered right here on this candle at 9:15. I'm not sure if that aligns with anyone else's strategies, but in case it does, I'll just mark it out here for you guys. This, in my opinion, would be the best entry for the day. You have liquidity sweep down here. Sweep the lows, go higher, and then you have this inverse fair value gap, break a structure. It is kind of late into the move, but your open candles right here on this dotted line. I would have entered the top of this candle most likely at this close right here after the inverse. And I would want to probably scale down to the minute, and I would have targeted these highs. These previous day highs. Let me see if I marked that out correctly. Move this down a little bit. These Friday highs. I definitely wouldn't put my stop all the way down there. Probably would have put it to this low that was made. And I would have taken a TP at these highs. And as I was trading today, I kind of looked at all these things, and if I would have treated it less like gambling, I probably could have left with profit today, but I wouldn't have left with a passing account, and that would leave me with only 3 more trading days. So I'm not really too worried about that. As soon as I saw 7 days left for the my funded, I made some emotional plays in the beginning, so of that account. So I kind of just already counted it as blown. So I wasn't really being smart with it. That's why I did not trade my other accounts today. Mindset is everything. So just gonna step back from trading. I would call this a demo day pretty much for what I did. But yeah, if you are the type of person that enters in pre, this would have been a great setup. Liquidity sweep, inverse Friday gap. Ride that momentum up and take your TP at the Friday highs over here. Well, if you're bullish, that is. I was bullish. If you were bearish, well, I think you can already kind of see the setup that's coming here for sell side, because you sweep these Friday highs and you pump on open. As soon as you find a good entry, you can enter some sells targeting this same liquidity that was swept. Well, this new liquidity, these equal lows. And I'm pretty sure that plays out too. I wouldn't have entered that just because my bias is bullish, but looks like it would have played out pretty good. So I guess there's 2 good entries here today. I would say the best entry, just personally from my strategy, would be the sell side entry. I wouldn't have entered it because I'm bullish today, and I wouldn't have entered this bias play just because it's in pre, like I said. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Tomorrow, as long as I can find an entry, I'll be trading on my Apex accounts, but I'm taking those very seriously. So if I don't get an A+ entry, I won't be entering, and I'll just demo trade. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the day. I will catch you guys in the next one.